Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the 49ers going up against the Jets.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Kalen Clay. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
Now back to throw. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Will Tye, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play, because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. It's a screen play, gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas In there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll drop the throw. His throw incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Leopard.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a long yardage possibility?
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. 2nd down and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. It completes it right side to White. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucks are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. No, check. Patriot. Here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Let's go. Boom, over.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Four down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now back to throw. That's complete to White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it here with Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run again with Bernard. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the move to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50 now, boys. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit. 13. Check 13. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Called in by Anderson, left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Watching now, Barney. Here we go now.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. And this makes 0 sense.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Miller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a handoff to Yeldon. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that's exactly what this play is supposed to look like when it's executed properly. The handoff inside was taken away, as well as the pitch man, but the quarterback made the perfect decision and kept it and sprinted deep downfield.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go. 319. 319. Watching that, Marty. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets.